Okay guys, so for today I will teach you how to inverse a matrix. It's number 7. The inverse of a matrix is a matrix that when multiplied, the result of the matrix will be the identity matrix. Yeah, so that is the definition of inverse matrix. The notation for this inverse matrix is a to the power of -1. So a to the power of -1 represents inverse matrix. So after this, if you see the symbols like this, that means you have to find the inverse matrix. Next is the node, not the node, yeah. The only matrix that can be inverse is a square matrix. Yeah, so matrix that are not squared, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, it cannot be inverse. The inverse of 2 times 2 matrix, I will teach you this one first. So if you have A, B, C, D like this, as you can know, this matrix is 2 times 2 matrix, 2 rows and 2 columns. Then the inverse of A is, like this. A inverse equals to 1 over determinant A times adjacent A, with adjacent A equals to D, negative B, negative C, and A. Yeah, as you can see, adjacent matrix is the tukeran ya. Jadi A and D, you have to switch the A and D like this, and then you give the negative to B and C. Yeah, so you have to switch the first element and the fourth element, and then give negative sign to the second and third element. That is how to find the inverse matrix of 2 times 2 with adjacent A, ADGA equals to adjoint of matrix A. It's not adjacent, sorry, adjoint. And then determinant A is that A. There you go. So we will go to the example question 1. Okay, for example question 1, I have this matrix, which is A equals to 2, negative 3, 1, and 4. As you can see, this matrix is a square matrix, 2 times 2 matrix. Yeah, so we can find the inverse of this matrix. Okay, so to find the inverse of the matrix, you have to prepare for the determinant. Determinant A equals to, okay, let's calculate the determinant first. 2, negative 3, 1, and 4. We'll be using Sarus method. So this times this minus this times this equals to 8 minus minus 3 equals to 11. There you go. We already have the determinant of A. And then also we have to find the adjacent. Not adjacent, adjoint. Why I keep saying adjacent? Yeah. So it's adjoint, guys. Adjoint. For the adjoint, we only have to switch the 2 and the 4. 2 and 4 like that, and then give negative sign to the second and third element. It will be 3 and negative 1. There you go. And then after that, we can find the inverse directly using the formula 1 over determinant A times adjoint of A. Yeah, okay, adjoint of A equals to 1 over determinant equal 11. And then adjoint is 2, 3, negative 1, and 4. You can multiply the 11 to inside the matrix, or you can leave it like that. So if you multiply, the result will be 2 over 11, and then 3 over 11, negative 1 over 11, and then 4 over 11. There you go. This is how to find 2 times 2 inverse matrix. Next will be the inverse of 3 times 3 matrix. So if you have a matrix like this, 3 times 3, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, then the inverse of A will be like this. The formula is the same, yeah. So the formula is A inverse equals to 1 over determinant A times adjoint of A. But this time the adjoint is complicated. It's like this, yeah. I will tell you how to find the adjoint later in the example questions, yeah. So the keterangan is still the same. ADGA equals to adjoint of matrix A, and determinant A equals to determinant of A. That A equals to determinant of matrix A. Okay, let's go forward to the example questions. Example questions A equals to like this. So first we have to prepare the determinant. So we will find the determinant of A. I will use the Sarus method instead of the cofactor, but it's up to you to choose both method ya. 1, 4, -3, and then -1, and then 2 and 4. Okay, good. After that, using Sarus method, that means you have to copy the first two columns, -3, 4, and 2, and then after that you have to cross multiply it like this, and then cross multiply it like that ya. I already teach you this in the previous lesson, so if you forget, you can watch my video for the previous lesson. So 1 times 4 times 4 equals to 16, and then -3 times -3 equals to 9, 9 times -1, -9, and then 2 times 1 equals to 2, 2 times 2 equals to 4. This is the blue line, and then you have to minus the result with the green line ya. The green line will be -8. Oh my god, wait, -8, okay, and then -6, and then -12, and the result will be 12 minus 9 equals to 7, 7 plus 4 equals to 11, minus -26, so the result is 37 yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So this is the determinant A, and then after that we have to prepare also for the adjoint A. Here comes the hard part yeah. So for the adjoint A, it will be complicated, but I want you to not memorize the formula I give you before, but to understand how to find the adjoint A. To find the adjoint A, you have to close one of the elements, and then after that, after you close one of the element, and then you have to close also the rows and the column of that element position yeah. So first I want you to close the first element, the first row and first column element. Oke, jadi yang pertama harus kamu tutup adalah yang paling ujung kiri atas. Oke, nah itu udah ditutup, kamu tutup lagi ke bawah sama ke samping. You have to close both of the rows and the column like that. It will leave you 4 numbers, right? 4, -3, 2, and 4. You have to rewrite the numbers right here, 2, 4. Okay, this makes you have the first element of the adjoint A. Nah, jadi kayak gitu ya cara dapetin elemen dari adjoint A-nya tuh harus ditutup-tutup kalau 3 kali 3. Kalau udah, you have to move to the right after you choose one, you have to choose -3. The second one, the second element that you have to close is -3, including its row and its column. Therefore, it will leave you 4 numbers again. The 4 numbers is 1, -3, -1, and 4. Usually you do this when you move to the right in multiplication of matrix is itu juga kayak gini kan ya. Ketika kamu pindahin kolomnya ke kanan, kamu tulis jawabannya itu di kanan. But for this time, for the adjoint, you have to do reverse. When you move to the right side, the results will be on the bottom like this. Nah, jadi ketika kamu pindah ke -3, ternyata tulisannya tuh bukan di sebelah kanannya, tapi di bawahnya ya. Di bawahnya tuh jadinya 1, -3, -1, and 4. There you go. And then after -3, you want to move to the right side again, one more time. This is the last part. And then you will have 4 numbers again, which is 1, 4, -1, and 2. You will write the results di bawahnya lagi ya. Nah, udah selesai nih, baris pertama udah selesai, and then kita masuk ke baris kedua. Baris kedua itu dimulai dari angka 1 ya. Nah, ini kamu tetap harus tutup kolomnya sama row-nya, sisanya tinggal 4 angka nih. Nah, sekarang tulisnya di sini, baru geser ke kanan. Ketika kamu geser ke bawah, tulisan kamu tuh geser ke kanan. Jadi arahnya sebaliknya gitu, kalau ke bawah ke kanan, kalau ke kanan ke bawah. Ya, kamu ikutin aja caranya ya, nanti lama-lama pasti bisa. Okay, so for this one, the numbers is -3, 2, and then 2 and 4. And then after that, go to the right lagi ya. Kita punya angka 4, tutup lagi. Nah, jadinya tinggal Tadi kita geser ke kanan, berarti gesernya ke bawah ya. Ingat itu. 1, 2, negative 1 and 4. And then geser ke kanan lagi, kita punya negative 3, tutup lagi semuanya. And then we have 1, negative 3. 1, negative 3, negative 1 and 2. And then after that, geser lagi ke bawah. We have negative 1. Kayak gini. You will get negative 3, 2, 4, negative 3. And then geser lagi ke sebelah kanannya. Kita punya 1, 2, 1, min 3. And then kita geser lagi ke kanannya. Kita punya yang terakhir. Itu adalah 1, negative 3, 1, and 4. There you go. This is the adjoint for 3 times 3 matrix. But we are not finished yet. For the adjoint of matrix A, you have to add minus at the top, and then for the bottom one, yeah, maybe I can say the elements of first row and the second column, and then the elements of the third row and the second column, and then the second row first column, second row third column. Itu harus dikasih minus semuanya ya, karena aturan adjoint ini seperti itu. And then how to find the results of adjoint A? You have to use the determinant one more time to calculate the elements like this. So now we have 2 times 2 determinant, right? As you can see, I write the brackets like this, and I already teach you that this brackets means determinant, right? So you have to find the determinant. Okay, the determinant for the first one is 16 minus 6 equals to 22. So we have 22 for the first element. And then for the second element, you will have negative 12. This one, negative 12 minus 8. Negative 12 minus 4, negative 16. But we have minus again, negative sign in the front of the bracket. So if we get negative 16, that means we have to write 16. And then the next is 9. 9 minus 8 equals to 1. The next thing is 4. 4 minus 3 equals to 1. But we have negative sign in the front. So we will write negative 1. Wait, 4 minus 3, yeah, 1, negative 1. And then for this one is 4 minus 2 equals to 6. And then for this one is negative 3 minus 2, negative 5. We have minus, we have negative sign again. So we will write 5. Negative 3, negative 2, negative 5, 5, okay. And then for this one is 2 minus 4 equals to 6. And this one is 2 minus 3, negative 1 and 1. This one is 4 and 7. Yeah. There you go. This is the adjoint of A. And then after that, we can find the inverse. A inverse equals to 1 determinant. The formula is 1 over determinant is 37. And then times with the adjoint. The adjoint is 22. And then 16, 1, negative 1, 6, 5, 6, 1, 7. Okay. So there are no more easier way to find the determinant of 3 times 3 matrix. I think this one is the easiest method, but a little bit take a long time. Yeah, it will take a long time. But if you often do the exercise, you can do this quickly. Next, equation of matrix in form of A times X equals to B and X times A equals to B. Yeah. So this one is multiplication of matrix, but with one of the matrix unknown. So we don't know what is the matrix of X. Okay, so we have to find the value of matrix of X. And to do this, we cannot use division. In matrix operation, we don't use division as an operation, but instead we use inverse. That's why I teach you inverse before. So for example, you have an equation of matrix like this, A times X equals to B. Normally when you did this in algebra, you will move the A to the right side, yeah, right? So you have, when you move the A to the right side, you will write B divided by A. But in matrix we cannot do that, but instead we will use inverse. So x equals to not b divided by a, but a inverse times with b. But again, remember that the order of the operation in matrix multiplication is so important. So you don't want to write the wrong order of the multiplication, yeah. So you have to write the correct order of the operation. So if you have a times x equals to b, that means if you want to find the x, you have to move the a, right? You have to move the a to the left of the b. Itu harus ya, kalau nggak nanti kamu dapat hasilnya salah. Nah, cara ngafalinnya gimana? Take a look at the a. A from the first is on the left side of the x, right? Kamu lihat a-nya itu dari pertamanya ada di sebelah kirinya x. So when you move a to the right side, a-nya juga pasti ada di sebelah kirinya b. Itu cuman dia berubah jadi inverse. Jadi kalau matriks dipindahin ke sebelah sana tuh tadinya kali, bukan jadi bagi tapi jadi inverse. Nah, posisinya harus sesuai sama posisi dia dari awal. Kalau dari awalnya dia di kiri, pindah ke kanan juga dia tetap ada di sebelah kirinya b gitu ya. Take a look at the next one. If you have x times a equals to b, take a look at the position of a. A from the first is always on the right side of the x, right? Dari di soal ini tuh a-nya tuh ada di sebelah kanannya x. So when you move the a to the right side, dia tuh tetap ada di kanan tapi berubah jadi inverse gitu. Jadi jangan sampai ketukar posisinya ya. Nah, ini I already give you these two formula, but one more time I don't want you to remember this formula, but remember the steps. Okay, remember the operation ya. Operation harus diingetin. Cara pindahinnya gimana, posisinya di mana itu harus diingetinnya kayak gitu. Bukan formulanya, not the formula. Okay, next is example 1. For example 1, I have this matrix A equals to 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. And then for the B, it's negative 2, 1, 0, and 4. Determine the matrix X if A times X equals to B. So the first one is A times X equals to B. So to find the X, I want to move the A to the right side. So as you can see, the A is on the left of the X. So when I move to the right side, it will be on the left of the B also. But it will change into inverse times B, just like that. Okay, that means we have to prepare the A inverse. Let's calculate for the A inverse. A inverse equals to 1 over determinant A. I will rewrite the formula first, times the adjoint of A. So equals to 1 over determinant A. Let's calculate determinant of A. 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4 equals to negative 2. And then the adjoint is, you have to switch the A and the D. 1 and 2, switch. And then give the negative sign to the second and third element. Negative 2 and negative 2. There you go. This is the adjoint of A. After that, you can multiply the negative half, but I prefer leave it like that for this one because we are not finished yet. Yeah, so we have to multiply A inverse. The A inverse is negative half times 1 negative 2, and then negative 2 and 2 times the B. The B is negative 2, 1, 0, and 4. There you go. After that, I don't want to calculate the half first. I want to multiply the matrix. Yeah, so we have another matrix results. Yeah, so for the first one is negative 2 and 0. It will be negative 2. I assume that you already mastered these skills. Yeah, so 1 and negative 8 equals to negative 7. And then after that, the second row. For the second row, you will get 4 and negative 2 and 8, 6. There you go. Nah, because this is the final results, maybe you want to multiply the matrix with the half. Ya, jadi 1, 7 over 2, and then negative 2 and negative 3. There you go. This is the value of matrix X. After that, if we switch the position, x times a equals to b. So for the second one, I have x times a equals to b. At the first, the position of a is on the right side of the x. So when you move to the right side, when you move a to the right side, it will on the right side of the b also. Ya, jadi kalau pertama di kanan, kamu pindahin ke kanannya juga tetap dia posisinya harus di kanannya b. Itu harus ingat ya. Okay, b. Matrix B is negative 2, 1, 0, and 4 times with A inverse. The A inverse is negative half, and then 1, negative 2, and 2. Okay, for this one, because negative half is only coefficient, that means we can move it to the front, and we can multiply the matrix directly. Yeah, so the first one will become negative 4, and then the next is 4 and 6, 4 and 2 equals to 6, and then for this one 0 and negative 8, this one is 8. After that, you can multiply the negative half to the matrix. You will get 2, negative 3, it's 4, and negative 4. There you go. This is the value of matrix A. If I did a mistake, please correct me. Yeah. Next is example 2. For example 2, we have a more complicated equation of matrix. So we have A times X times B equals to C. Yeah. So for this one, we will move the A and B one by one. So first, A times X times B equals to C. I want to move the B. As you can see, B is on the right side of the X. So when you move the B, it will be on the right side of the C also. C times B inverse. There you go. And then after that, I want to move the A. A is on the left of the X. That means when I move the A will be also on the left of the C. C times B inverse. There you go. So after we get this, we can find the A inverse. Before we calculate, we can find the A inverse. The formula is 1 over determinant. The determinant of A is 0, minus 2, negative 2, and then times the adjoint. Yeah, the adjoint you have to switch the negative 3 and 0, A and D, reverse, and then for the second and third element you have to give negative sign like this. Okay, so we already have the A inverse, and then we also need B inverse. So let's calculate B inverse. 2 minus 0, 2, and then for the adjoint, switch the 2 and the 1, give negative sign to 0 and negative 1. There you go. After that, we can calculate all of the matrix like this. So X equals to A inverse equals to negative half times 0, negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3, and then times with C. C is 3, negative 2, 0, and 1. And then B inverse is half times 2, 0, 1, 1. Okay. So as you can see, we have two coefficients, which is negative half and half. We can multiply them because it's only coefficient. So we have we can multiply half and half equals to 1 over 4. And then for the matrix, I want to multiply this one first. So I will get 0 and 0. And then for this one is 0 and negative 1. And then for this one is negative 6 and 0. And the last one is 4 and negative 3 equals to 1. There you go. After that, it will leave us 2, 0, 1, 1. X equals to negative 1 over 4 times this one times this equals to 0 and negative 1. And then for this one, it's 0 and negative 1. And the next is this times 2, negative 12 and negative 11. And the last one is 1. There you go. So this is the value of matrix X. You can leave it like this, or maybe you can multiply the negative 1 over 4 inside the matrix. 1 over 4, 1 over 4, 11 over 4, and negative 1 over 4. Here we go. Okay guys, I think that's it for today. I hope you can understand it well. As usual, if you don't understand some of my explanation, you can ask me. Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye bye.